Hello. This is Els coming to you from Bemis Crafty Corner. And I want to talk to you today about a problem that many of us have. Yep, we all have it. It's called dull blades. Now, if you're the kind of person who uses one of these little cutters that looks like this, a paper trimmer, you've probably purchased many of these. And I've used brand new ones, and I still get that little bend in the paper where it pushes the paper into the slot, even if it's brand new. So, to avoid the frustration of having to buy these constantly, I went and got one of these. Now, I scavengered this, of course, because we know I'm not going to pay full price and buy new anything. But I have this cutter, which has a 45 millimeter rotary blade. Now, that's the same blade that I use in my Fisker's fabric cutter. This is a fabric blade. That's what this cutter is for. It's actually designed to cut fabric for quilters. And I've been quilting for years, so I have many of these rotary cutters, different styles and things that I've used to cut fabric over the years. And universally, what happens is the blades get dull, and then you go out and you buy new ones. So if you have one of these, or one of these, you probably have one of these. A collection of old blades. And if you go out and buy a single blade, it's going to run you anywhere from $6 to $10. If you buy a 3-pack of blades, a 3-pack of blades could run you $25 to $30. So what I want to talk about today is how to save money on your blades and how to get more life out of your blades. So hold on, and I'm going to tell you, okay? So I am all about trying to save you some money. So what you're going to need is a piece of cloth, soft cotton. This is a piece of muslin like calico. A bottle of water. And this device right here. This is actually a blade sharpener. It is designed for rotary cutters. Okay? So let's take the one that's on here. All you do is just remove the nut. And this is the same procedure when you're using your cutter, your paper cutter, as you are with this type of a cutter. I'm just showing you on here because it makes it a little bit easier for you to see. And you just drop the blade right out. Put the nut aside, take your blade, get rid of the guard. And you put your blade right here on top. And then you're going to place the other piece on top of that and just secure it down. Just like that, okay? I'm going to show you how to get the blade out of the bigger cutter real quick, and then we'll move on to how to sharpen this, okay? So on these types of cutters, what you want to do is bring this up. You're going to bring the nut off, place it to the side, and then put your fingers inside here, because this is going to turn till you hear it click. You're going to take that off, and then you have to remove the blade. Now, getting the blade off is not that easy. You might cut your finger. So you're going to want to use something to help you lift the blade up, put your finger on top of it, and remove the blade from the cutter. Okay? That's it. That simple, that easy. We're going to get the cutter out of the way. So now we have 2 blades that we're going to be working on today. So for this, you're going to notice that this has 2 pieces. One is like usually dark, and the other one is a lighter color. Now, I've had this one for a long time. This started out yellow, and this started out gray, and they're pretty much the same. What I'm going to use is just plain water, and I'm just going to put a couple of squirts of water on here. Then I'm going to take the center piece that I've put my blade into, and I'm going to place it inside. I'm going to press down firmly, and I'm going to turn this like 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Pressing firmly each time. Then I'm going to take it out, turn it over, and do the other side. Now, once I'm done doing that, I'm going to turn the whole device over. I'm going to spray a little bit of water in here. And then this stone is for polishing. Gets rid of any jagged pieces. And I'm going to do the same thing again for about the same amount of time. I'm going to turn my blade over and do the other side. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of cloth and I'm going to open this up and take the blade off. Now I want you guys to see this on a clean piece, so I'll use this piece of fabric right here. And all I'm doing is just drying off my blade. Okay. See all that? That's where it's grinding your blade down. See how nice and pretty and shiny my blade is? So now I can take my blade, put it back on to its original piece. Placing it back in my cutter. And put the nut right back on. Now, while I have it off, you can take advantage of that time to clean your pieces and everything up. It's pretty easy to do. Now I have my cutter back. My blade is nice and sharp. Nice, sharp, quick blade, okay? So let's move on to the one that came out of our actual paper cutter. So again, I'm going to be very careful not to get my fingers. I'm going to take the piece that has the screw on it and place that on there, just like that. Now don't worry if it moves around. When this piece goes on, it's going to secure it in place. We're going to secure that in place. We're going to take our cutter, a little bit of water on the stone. We're going to take the blade, put it in. We're going to give it about 10 turns going in one direction. Do not go back and forth. One direction. Turn it over. If you need more water on the stone, add more water. We're going to go in the other direction. Same direction, we're just doing the other side of the stone. Then I'm going to turn the whole thing over. I'm going to put a little bit more water on the other side of the stone. And I'm just going to polish this one up. And you can actually hear it grinding. Take it out. Open this up. Place it on a nice clean cloth. And just polish it up a little bit. Now let me move some stuff out of the way here real quick so I can get my big cutter back up and we can put this blade back in. So I'm going to pull this all the way up to the full upright position so it's locked in. Okay? Take my blade, place it back on. See all that nastiness? Then I'm going to take the guard, put it on, and turn it till it clicks. You'll feel it click a little bit. Then I'm going to take the screw, and I'm going to screw that down nice and tight. And now my blade is back in its position. I'm going to bring it out of the safety position, back into the down position. And then we're going to take a piece of cardstock paper. I have a piece handy here. We'll go ahead and just put this in. Nice, clean, crisp. There's no fold or anything. My line is nice and even. I'm not getting all of this jagged stuff here because I'm cutting a clean edge with a sharp, clean blade. Okay? Every time. Okay, Els, but that happens to be the ones that are in your cutter. They're new-ish. Yep, you're right. They're new-ish. Let's take a look at an older blade. So let's go ahead and use a piece of cloth. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up real quick. Just dry it off. Both sides. All right. Now, these are my older blades. Let's find the worst of the worst. This one's not too bad. Oh, that's bad. No, that one looks pretty good. And that one's pretty good. So this is the worst of the worst blade. Okay, see all that on there? All that yuckiness, rust, discoloration. All right, same thing. I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to add this to the top. Now, I'm not going to take any of that discoloration off except if it's on the blade itself. Again, with the dark side, a little bit of water, we're going to put it in. Turn it over. Do the other side. I'm going to bring it to the other side, a little bit of water on this side. Put it in. Turn it over. Then I'm just going to take it out. Drop it down, and I'm going to clean it off. And just making sure that it's dry and clean, okay? Now, we'll use it in this cutter because this cutter is easier to get the blade in and out of. So I'm just going to drop this blade on. Clean off my cutter. And I'm just going to place this piece back in. Now you'll notice there's still all that yuck on the blade there. Can you see that? Let me take this up real quick. See it? That's rust. Nothing I can do about that. It's old, it's rust. Got that in. Put the bolt back on the other side. Nice and tight. Now, let's get that same piece of paper that we cut earlier. We're going to bring it out here. Nothing special. I'm just going to open the blade up. Put a steel razor in. Nice, clean, sharp edge. No folding. None of that irritating lip. Okay? Guys, we spend thousands of dollars buying these, hundreds of dollars a year per person. It's a small fortune to buy these blades, to use those small cutters. And what do? They fold under. So if you have the opportunity to get a rotary cutter blade, absolutely use a rotary cutter for your paper trimming. And if you want to make your blades last longer, pick up a blade sharpener. These are not that expensive. I will link a few available on Amazon in the comments section below, so that you can get one for yourself. Like I said, they're about $10 to $30. You can even get some electric ones that are like in the $35 to $50 range if you feel that you just want to be able to drop them in there and let them go. And maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you have two blades and you're going to be cutting with one and you want to sharpen the other. Whatever you want to do. But that's it. Just takes a little bit of water and some hand power to do this. If you've cranked a big shot, you can turn a blade sharpener. So that's just my money-saving tip for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, or you need any further information, as always, go ahead and reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you. Matter of fact, I'm just going to put this one away. There, because I'm going to use that old nasty blade for a while. Anyway, till it gets nasty again, and then, you know. Until the next time, guys, if you haven't done so, hit that red button and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, and share me with all your friends, because I'm showing you how to save some money here. Bye-bye.